So us as college students, we've all worked before. And what do we do when we actually work for a few hours or 8 hours or whatever? Our boss usually tells us, hey, it's time for your lunch break or a break. And that's an actual mandated policy from the government to companies for any time we're in a working condition. You get a lunch break. So I'm going to take that idea a little bit further and say, what if instead of having a lunch break, or in addition to a lunch break, we had what I call a fitness break or a physical fitness break? And I don't think that idea is too far off. It's uncommon, but I don't think we're too far off from that happening in the future. A little bit of background, personal experience. I work for a bank, and it used to be that when you got health insurance, you paid, your copay, and you got your doctor's visit. You got whatever you needed. Now, fast forward to now, they actually have a wellness program where I get money and incentives to do these healthy activities, and I get money that goes towards my health insurance, covering my health insurance costs. And I have an example of how employers are actually implementing these wellness programs into having their employees kind of to coerce them into being more healthy. Now they're not giving them full on fitness breaks, but they're giving them incentives to actually fostering a healthy kind of lifestyle for their employees. And there was an article in a newspaper where it was talking about the Central Indiana employees, and it was talking about how the employees are kind of enrolled in a wellness program, kind of like I am. So you can kind of see that the companies are kind of starting to take an initiative in changing how employees are working out and being physically fit, and that actually is carrying over into their bottom line. It's actually reducing their the employer's healthcare costs. Some have fitness centers for the employees to go work in at, and what I'm saying is, if you give an employee the option to work out, probably most people are just going to take the option of just skipping out and not working out. So I'm saying take it a little step further. We mandate a mandatory lunch breaks. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to take the lunch, but you have to take the break. And I think it's the same thing with a fitness break. You don't have to necessarily force them to do it, but give the employee the opportunity to work out. Give them a space and a time that they can dedicate to work out. And that's going to help with their bottom line, the company's bottom line. Another aspect that helps with the company is in probably more of an indirect way, and it's with the employee's productivity. So when you work out, I know when I work out personally, my productivity goes through the roof. If I'm having a stressful day, the first thing that goes in my mind, and I know this is not for everyone, but for me personally, is if I go work out, I feel better afterwards. And that's an actual physiological thing. We all get our endorphins kicking and running and doing all sorts of physical activities, will help us be more productive. And actually, there was a study in the Journal of Management, and they found a positive correlation between a worker's productivity and their physical fitness. So that's another reason why I think companies should actually incorporate, fitness breaks into their employees' daily work lives. It'll help them de-stress, be more productive coming back to work. And that's a great idea to actually, if you have a long day at work and to kind of break it up. Hey, say you get a lunch break, awesome, but you also get another break to go work out. I mean, that would break up the day a little bit for a lot of employees and kind of get their mind off of work for a little bit. And when they come back, they're even more into what they were doing. They're more productive in those ways. So anyway, I feel like companies really should mandate these fitness breaks. It's kind of unusual, but I think it would work, and it would actually help the employees' productivity, and it would also help their bottom line.